Hey YouTube, how's it going? So today we got a cool video for you. So what we're gonna do here today is I've got a Humble Rumble kit. I already opened it up just to take a look at everything on the inside. So I'll show you guys what's on the inside of this. If you don't know what this is our second firewall reinforcement for any Impreza from the year 2008 to 2014. So if you have, and that's base model Impreza to STI. If you have one of those cars, you're gonna wanna pick this up, and you're also gonna wanna pick up the Torque Solutions Master Cylinder Brace, or any other Master Cylinder Brace, whichever one you want. I did the Torque Solution one. And so this is the second thing we're gonna do for our firewall reinforcement. After this, I feel like we'll be set to go. We won't have to worry at all about our firewall. Okay, so in this we've got the Humble Rumble sticker. And here we've got instructions. And then right here, get a cool card. So this is from Peter at Humble Rumble. Just kind of giving you a thanks, so that's pretty cool that they do that. And they give you a sticker, which they didn't, I don't even think they advertised that, but they send one anyway, so that's pretty awesome. And then, so here's the hardware for it. These bolts are pretty awesome the way they made up with these. So they've got a hole all the way through it. And then they've got an Allen head at the very end here. So you're gonna need some your Allen head, and you're gonna need some sockets, obviously. And this is what comes in the kit. So for this video, we're actually, so the Master Cylinder Brace, like what we already had installed over here, this had it gets very little movement after you do these things. And then we're gonna actually take all of this off, and underneath here, underneath the wiper motors and everything, are the firewalls. These are all the tools you're gonna need to get this job done. I have most of this, but if you want to, Humble Rumble will send you a kit of things you're gonna need, as far as they'll send you the wire, your own Loctite, your own silicone, and the drill bit you need. You can check on their website what it is you're needing for tools. But as far as this goes right here, you're just gonna need your Allens for the bolts. You'll need the ratchet with some extensions. I'm gonna eventually use drill, so I probably won't use the ratchet. It's just to get the wiper blades off. May end up needing a Phillips screwdriver. I just grabbed my short one. You might need a short or a long one, I'm not sure yet. And then a 14, I believe, is what you need for this millimeter socket. Like I said, wire. So these are the tools that are required to get the job done. Like I said, if I end up needing something else, just stay tuned. Hopefully. Just also, so you guys are aware, you're gonna want to make sure that if your firewall is cracked, ours looks like it's very good. And I could kind of tell when we were doing these reinforcements that we didn't really have to worry about much. So this is more of a preventative than like when it's already broken type of a thing. If you do see cracks in your firewall already, then you're gonna wanna take a look at that. Our car, just for reference, has about 100,000 miles on it, but I couldn't tell you if it sits outside a lot or anything like that since we just bought it. Currently it sits inside quite a bit. So I'll check the instructions. If you see cracks, I think it recommends to do those ones first, and you only do one at a time. You only drill one hole at a time. And keep in mind that on this bracket, there's a bracket that comes along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's a piece of metal. And then there's wires behind here. So when you're drilling through, make sure you don't go in too far and hit a bunch of those wires. You're just going to want to drill right where it tells you to drill, and then get that kit in like that, okay? All right, guys, so I forgot to hit record. So it's a good thing I double checked, because it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. You see there's a bend in the metal right here. There's 2 on the flat part, and then there's 2 on the upper part. There's these 2, 1 and 2 up here. So I'm gonna start, they all seem to be fine. This one's showing the least, like, because you can see the other holes pretty well. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I'm just gonna start there and work my way over, because this one seems like it might be the easiest as far as the angle goes. You're gonna use your 13/32 drill. I'm thinking I might drill a smaller hole just to kind of give me a pilot. And literally, I'm probably gonna do something like this size right here. I'm not quite sure which, looks like it's probably a 1/8. I'm gonna drill a 1/8 hole, and then you go to this beefy boy. Okay, so I've got my wire. You're gonna drill your hole into your firewall, and then you're gonna feed your wire through that hole. When you get in, you have to get in through your driver door, obviously, and you really have to find the wire. I recommend taking a light in there if it's dark. And then once you find the end of your wire inside your car, you feed this through, okay? And the way I did this is I took this around, and you wanna make sure you pinch it completely back to the front like this. And the reason I recommend that, and I would try to do a smaller loop if you could. I realized on that one over there, it's pretty restricted space back there. But the reason I recommend doing this and hooking it like this is so that when you're pulling this through all the wires, this hook doesn't catch any electrical. Like if you leave this out like this, and that's how you pull it up, that little bit of wire is gonna catch so many other electrical wires. So then you get this bolt, it'll focus. You eventually get this bolt pulled through, okay? And then, so the wire is still through here. Then I feed on this washer, and then I fed the bolt on through the wire and got it to here. Then with the wire still attached and everything, because if you drop the bolt inside here, it's gonna be a pain to find. And you'll realize that as soon as you have to start fishing for it. So I put the two drops of Loctite on here, and then started the bolt. Now the bolt is righty-tighty, but when you use the Allen head, it's lefty-tighty, just so you guys are aware. So I got the Allen head pretty tight, and then I grabbed my torque wrench, which I did not mention as part of the tools. So I torqued that down to 20 pounds. The way I did that was with a deep socket, the swivel, and that. Hey guys, so off somewhere, different clothes, different day. Took a break from doing the Humble Rumble kit on the Subaru, so we're getting back to it. So right now, I chose to dig around, and I found this that I forgot that I had, and I would like to use it as a punch. I don't have a long enough punch, and the reason for that, and I'll show you guys. Okay, so this is the reason I want to use a punch, is because if you check out right here, you see how this is sliding. This is my bit. I can't quite get enough traction, so I'm going to try to do a punch and just put a little bit of a dent right there. It'll also work really well when I'm trying to do that. The reason I need it to be long is because I don't want to hit the windshield. That being said, if I do, I won't be that upset because the windshield's already cracked. So Okay guys, I got this one in. I did just crack my windshield right here a little bit. It's a little funny. Like I said, I'm not too worried about that damaging this because it was already cracked all the way across. Hey guys, still doing the Humble Rumble kit. Just kind of wanted to say, do not rush this if you have to do it, and take your time and make sure that when you feed your wire through the firewall into the car, that it has a good line, and really make sure you see where it's coming from. Because I didn't do this, I just kind of was trusting blind faith, and I'm going to try to show you guys on the camera what's going on with my car currently. Okay, I ended up taking the whole entire dash piece out. Wasn't really that hard. It's like 2 screws, one right here, and one on the side over here, okay? And then it just pulls away. So I've got that sitting over there. Now, the issue I'm having, and this is gonna be extremely hard to show on camera. Okay, right where this line is feeding to is where mine's at. It's super hard to show because it's really hard to just see in here, guys. I was trying to show this for you guys so you can kind of see where it goes. You can kind of see it behind there. My wire came down through the firewall. Okay, came through the firewall, went through a very small hole, went out the back of where the brake pedal shifts and moves, and that's where I fed my wire. So now pulling it, it is lodged in between the housing, like the metal bracketing of the brake. So just want to show you guys that because it sucks right now. And so just be very careful to just watch where your lines are going, because if you're like me, you're gonna be trying to figure out how you push this and reverse this, because I was pulling a little harder. Sometimes it gets stuck. You'll notice that if you're doing this. So just be careful, because it can be extremely difficult to get this fixed. Hey guys, so I'm quickly throwing this together, so sorry if this seems a little sporadic for the video. Still doing the Humble Rumble kit, and it's been a few days. Ended up stopping to do a house project, ended up doing some painting and things. So I'm gonna show you guys what we have going on right now with the Humble Rumble kit. Okay, so I just got the silicone put on. This was my first time using this stuff, obviously. And it was very, very tacky. I ended up putting a glove on trying to shape it, but I mean, it dries fast. So it's not pretty under there. Obviously you saw that, but I think it's gonna do a really good job of just keeping this waterproof. That's why we did this, is so that everything here is sealed, good to go. And so that's why I that's why I wiped everything down, made it all nice and clean, just so that we could have this just set to go. So now all we're gonna do here is we have the windshield wiper motors, the windshield cowl, I'm not really sure what to call that still, and the wiper blades to put on, and then that dries very quickly, and we're gonna be going outside. It's not gonna get wet at all. It's gonna be a very nice day out, so we'll be good to drive it. And then yeah, just gonna be putting that back on. I gotta get the bumper back on, and get the liners put on and all that type of stuff. So I'm just gonna throw a time lapse of me putting everything back on, and then should be good to go.